The story begins with a car chase and a shootout between several people in a place. Soon after, police sirens are heard, and the attackers decide to flee. The two remaining individuals, named Vincent and Cass, who are undercover police officers, take a black bag and immediately leave the scene. Along the way, they check the bag, which turns out to contain a 25 kilograms package of cocaine. The next scene shows Vincent returning home and trying to understand the relationship between Cass, Stanley Rubino, and Rob Novak. Then we are taken to the police station where Jennifer Bryant is coordinating with Dr. Ruby Sorensen about the issue of the many corrupt police in the city. Vincent arrives at his office and immediately hears a briefing about the shootout that occurred the night before. Vincent is given the mandate to solve the case. Cass looks angry at Vincent for taking the case. Vincent and Cass then visit the crime scene, which is the place they robbed the night before. Jennifer Bryant arrives and shows evidence, a bullet that turns out to belong to the police. Vincent and Bryant get to know each other, and Bryant also introduces someone named Dennison to Vincent. Bryant and Dennison are internal affairs officer aiming to find traitorous and corrupt police officers. From this introduction, Bryant becomes suspicious of Vincent. Next, Vincent goes to a hospital where his wife asks him to take their son Thomas to a match. On the way, two strangers approach Vincent and kidnap Thomas. They also stab Vincent and flee with his son. Vincent is unable to chase them due to the stab wound he suffered. Then Vincent receives a call from Stanley Rubino, who says that Vincent has stolen his property and asks Vincent to return it immediately, or something will happen to his son. Rubino gives Vincent 3 hours because Rob Novak will soon pick up the property. Elsewhere, Jennifer Bryant starts asking for data to investigate Vincent. While Vincent is treating his wound, Cass comes there, and Vincent immediately scolds him because they stole Rob Novak's property. Vincent asks Cass to take the bag again. Vincent is angry because he is trapped in a situation he does not want. The scene continues with Rob Novak torturing his own brother. Rob is angry with his brother for daring to report to the police, leading to a search of Rob's house. Rob immediately orders his men to cut off his brother's tongue. That night, Vincent receives a call from his wife, who asks about Thomas because her mother heard that Thomas did not come to the match. Vincent tries to give an excuse so his wife does not panic. On the way, Vincent is followed by Bryant. Vincent stores part of the cocaine and only carries a small portion in his bag. Bryant, trying to follow him, manages to take all the remaining cocaine and a weapon stored by Vincent in a toilet. Vincent then enters Rubino's office and hands over part of the cocaine he brought, so he can see his son first. After seeing that Thomas is still safe, Vincent is instructed by Rubino to take the rest so Thomas can be released. Bryant quickly takes the cocaine and immediately contacts Dennison to come there and help her. Bryant sees Rob Novak arriving while waiting for Dennison outside the building. Vincent then returns to the toilet. Unfortunately, the rest of the cocaine was no longer there. A guard on duty there said that Bryant had taken it all. Vincent immediately panicked and tried another way. Rubino welcomed Novak's arrival, inviting him to wait a while in his office. Novak began to threaten Rubino for being impatient for the arrival of the goods. Meanwhile, Bryant, deciding to return to the building, stored all the remaining cocaine in a locker. Stanley Rubino, looking restless, searched for Vincent while calling his men. Bryant immediately explained all the events he had just experienced to Dennison when Dennison arrived at the place. Vincent, still wounded, quickly changed clothes and looked for some ingredients in the kitchen to make something that looked as much like the lost cocaine as possible. Vincent quickly put it into a bag and deliberately damaged the lock to make it difficult to open. Then Vincent ordered drinks to be delivered to Stanley Rubino's office before he took the bag containing the fake cocaine. Vincent entered Rubino's room and immediately handed the bag to Novak's men, saying that many police had already arrived. Soon there was a knock on the door from outside, and Vincent said it might be the police, urging Novak and his men to leave the place. Rubino then called his men to release Thomas, and Vincent immediately left. It turned out that the one knocking on the door was a waiter delivering drinks. As he walked away, Novak opened the bag and tried a little of its contents, only to find it was sugar. Novak, furious, immediately stopped the car and ordered his men to call the rest of their troops to come within 10 minutes. Vincent managed to get Thomas back. Meanwhile, Novak went straight to Rubino and told him that Vincent had betrayed him. Then Rubino asked Novak for time to find Vincent again. Rubino immediately called his men to recapture Vincent and his son. It didn't take long for Rubino's men to find Vincent again, and a fight ensued between the two in a kitchen. Vincent managed to hold on in the fight, and they immediately fled. But Rubino's men continued to chase them. Meanwhile, Novak looked anxious after receiving a call from his father. Novak was given only 4 hours by his father to find the cocaine again. Novak immediately ordered his men to pay all the police working for them to find Vincent and his partner quickly. Rubino's men managed to get Thomas back amid a crowd of people in the casino and immediately reported the incident to Novak. There, Novak again threatened Rubino, giving him 1 hour to resolve everything. Vincent began to panic again for losing Thomas and immediately called Cass, urging him to come quickly to the casino. Elsewhere, Bryant and Dennison were seen discussing what actions they should take. Dennison told Bryant to just go home and rest, while Dennison would take care of everything. Bryant agreed and gave the locker key with the cocaine to Dennison. However, just about to enter the elevator, Bryant saw Vincent, who had changed back into a janitor's clothes. Bryant immediately pursued Vincent. A fight ensued between Vincent and Bryant, who eventually explained that he was actually from Internal Affairs in disguise. Vincent also revealed that his partner, Cass, was a courier working for Novak. Cass had bribed a high-ranking official, which was the case Vincent had been investigating for nearly 2 years. Vincent handcuffed Bryant to a bed and asked where Bryant had hidden the drugs. Vincent left Bryant after she revealed the location of the drugs. Rubino and his men approached Thomas to inquire about Vincent. However, getting no information, Rubino struck Thomas's hand with a fire extinguisher. Rubino and his men left, forgetting to lock the door, allowing Thomas to escape. Bryant managed to get a phone and immediately called Dennison. Bryant urged Dennison to chase after Vincent. While at the casino, Vincent and Dennison encountered each other, and a fight broke out. Vincent won the fight. He pulled Dennison out of a water feature to prevent him from drowning. After that, Vincent left Dennison. Then Vincent received a call from Thomas, who said he had managed to escape. Vincent told Thomas to wait for him at the casino. Vincent met Cass in the parking lot, who had been waiting for him. They argued because Cass revealed that Vincent was an internal affairs officer. During the argument, someone arrived and started shooting. Cass also shot the person, and both ended up on the ground. Vincent took Cass's phone and left the scene. Next, Bryant and Dennison were shown arguing over the Vincent situation. Bryant suggested they check the parking lot immediately. Vincent then received a call from his wife, Dina, who was inquiring about Thomas's condition. After telling her that he was still at the casino, Vincent hung up the phone, causing Dina great worry. She decided to follow Vincent there. Vincent heard a voicemail on Cass's phone, which turned out to be from Dennison. Dennison, having learned that Vincent was from Internal Affairs, ordered him to eliminate Vincent. Meanwhile, Dennison, who had come to check the parking lot, found 2 people lying powerless. Bryant checked one person, and Dennison checked Cass. When Dennison realized Cass was still alive, he killed him so no one would know Dennison's true identity. Dennison met Novak in an elevator. There, Novak accused Dennison of trying to set him up. Eventually, Novak instructed Dennison to do his job properly since the Novak family had paid him handsomely. Vincent re-entered the casino. Just as he spotted Thomas, Rubino's men chased after him again. Another fight broke out and Vincent managed to kill Rubino's man. Novak, who also witnessed the event, fired shots at Vincent and Thomas. Everyone panicked and scattered out of the place. Bryant, Dennison, and several other police officers present took action. Vincent and Thomas tried to escape in a car displayed in the casino, while being shot at by Novak and his men. In the midst of the chaos, Bryant managed to capture Rubino and hold him. Meanwhile, Novak continued to chase Vincent, who fled towards the parking lot. There, Novak and his men prepared weapons to hunt Vincent. Vincent instructed Thomas to keep driving while he pursued Novak's men chasing their car. Vincent managed to incapacitate 2 of Novak's men. Upon Novak's arrival, he immediately fired smoke grenades at the car driven by Thomas. Novak continued to launch smoke grenades while searching for the position of Vincent and Thomas. Dina, who had just arrived at the scene, decided to take her weapon from the car's glove compartment, seeing that the situation was unsafe. Then a fight ensued again between Vincent and Novak's guard. When Vincent was about to be shot by the guard, Thomas arrived and rammed the car he was driving into Novak's guard, rendering him powerless. Dina also managed to shoot one of Novak's men who intended to kill Vincent and Thomas. Vincent tried to negotiate with Novak to calm the situation. However, Novak continued to shoot at Vincent during the negotiation, but Vincent also managed to incapacitate Novak. Meanwhile, Bryant and Dennison took Rubino to the police car for escort. Vincent, dying on top of the car, asked Thomas to fetch a phone from his pocket. He then called Bryant, who was also on the way escorting Dennison. Vincent instructed Bryant to listen to a voicemail from Dennison to Cass. That's when Bryant finally learned the truth that Dennison was a traitor. Bryant failed to capture Dennison. Instead, Dennison shot Bryant. Dennison also shot Rubino in the car. Next, Dennison staged a scene as if the car had been in an accident. Dennison got out of the car and concocted a story as if Rubino had gone mad and shot everyone in the car. Soon after, Bryant also tried to get out of the car. It turned out Bryant was still alive and immediately instructed other police officers to capture Dennison. Vincent and Bryant were both taken to the hospital in critical condition. At the end of the story, it is added that Vincent and Bryant both managed to survive the ordeal they experienced. We are taken back to the scene. Novak's phone keeps ringing. An agent at the scene answers the phone. It turns out that the agent also works for the Novak family, and the film ends. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, because by subscribing you have supported me to make better videos. See you in the next video.